In this video, I want to talk about a very important topic, and that topic is when can income from a second source be used? And be sure to stay to the end of this video because I will show some examples of one where I pushed back on an underwriter and went against commonly accepted guidelines on second income. And two, I'm also going to let you know what could happen or what you could do if you are in a situation where your second income cannot be used. So let's jump into it. So this is actually all in the VA handbook, like anything, in chapter 4. And so before I go into it, I want to actually go into the handbook and actually read this guideline because it's very, very important to understand exactly what the guideline says. So here we go. VA handbook chapter 4. Generally, such income, in other words, second income. The screenshot, limited top part. Generally, such income, second income, cannot be considered stable and reliable unless it's been continued and is verified for 2 years. Include income from these sources, must be consistent, must be a reasonable likelihood it will continue, and how long the borrower has been employed by such an arrangement. The lender may use this income, and also you can actually also cancel out debts. Basically, if there's debts and you also have a second income, you can use that. It's a debt offset to count that as well if second income can't be used. Now, the key word on this is generally. The VA handbook doesn't waste words at all. Generally. So what does generally mean? Generally means there are exceptions. That's where it gets fun, which I will show you in a minute on how I was able to get this exception. So let's scroll back down, go back to me. So I'm going to go through some different scenarios, some where exceptions cannot happen, and more importantly, where exceptions can happen, and where I got one. So the first one's pretty simple. Job plus side hustle. You need 2-year history. That one's cut and dry. Any sort of self-employment always needs a 2-year history. So I wouldn't argue with that one because 2-year history, got a side hustle, go file your taxes, show some profits, don't declare anything, put a loss in there, which a lot of people do. Definitely don't offset your income with it, but if you have a little profit in there, absolutely. After you get that 2-year history, you can use that. No big deal. Next one, full-time plus part-time job. You will need a 2-year history on that, and it's a different reason though. The reason it's needed if you have a full-time job and a part-time second job is because they want to make sure you can handle the workload. Because a lot of people work